You think being a geisha is tea, fans, and poetry. In reality, it's a silent red carpet in Japan, with Broadway rules and monk-level patience. Number 7. Paparazzi tourism, 24/7. You turn the corner in Gion, Kyoto, Japan, and boom. Times Square on a Saturday but hushed. 30 phones up like you're the only celebrity on the block. Flashes pop. The air smells like sweet hairspray and flowers. Guide with a little flag. Group with fingers on the zoom. A hand tests the fabric on your obi like it's a museum costume. You keep the short step. High posture, fan at the perfect angle. You deliver presents, you protect your perimeter. The city sells authenticity. The tourist buys fantasy with backstage access. In the feed, it's a postcard. On the street, it's stage security without the security. Museum rule applies here too. Admire without touching. There's always a whisper, is she real? Like you're a hologram. There's a selfie slicing your path like a pedestrian with an imaginary drone. You manage traffic with half bows and shoulder choreography. Want in? Great. Look, don't touch. Photos from a distance. Ask first. Because tradition isn't public cosplay. It's live work with schedule, cost, and a body. Short version, smile on, boundaries on you, and zero hands on the fabric. When respect becomes the norm, the magic shows up whole, and the memory beats any zoom. Number 6. Old world discipline, modern world pressure. Up before sunrise, book on the head, then 2, then a glass of water, spill a drop, start over. Shamisen till your fingers burn, callous and burn again. Seiza for minutes that feel like NFL overtime. The fan is your metronome. Your breath is the metronome's metronome. Hair is anti-hurricane architecture. Nothing can collapse before night. White base with a cement-fresh feel under studio lights. Okobo, wooden platform sandals that demand slackline balance. On stage, everything floats. Backstage, it's mental spreadsheets and invisible micro-adjustments. The world wants perfection at real speed. Tradition has no streaming skip intro. It has repetition, silence, muscle memory, eternal beginner's humility. You train a smile that doesn't shake, a bow that doesn't break, a pause that isn't a void. You mark time with the fan, space with your gaze, rhythm with your step. Each clean beat pays the rent of enchantment. Each slip becomes a whole thread in someone's stare. By day's end, the magic looks effortless, because technique did the heavy lifting. It's elite ballet with a talk show bolted on, art out front, logistics backstage, stamina paid in installments. Number 5, premium authenticity, payable in 12. Traditional night package, VIP table, strong Wi-Fi, stronger expectations. You serve, play, dance, and steer conversation like a maitre d', a DJ, and a live show host. You read the table like hidden captions. You spot a bad joke 5 sentences away. Economy of fantasy, real costs in the footer. Kimono, kanzashi, lessons, transport. Everything has receipts, deadlines, maintenance. The Okiya keeps a ledger thicker than an IRS manual. Every silk sock, logged. Every repair, stamped. You barely touch the sake to your lips. The plant in the corner says thanks. The plant in the corner gets slightly tipsy. State secret. The guest buys Old Japan in 3 acts. You deliver technical mastery, plus emotional labor and a script that feels improvised. There are hours, cancellation policies, opportunity costs. Authentic doesn't mean free. It means expensive to preserve. Anywhere else, they'd call it a premium experience. Here, it's a successful night. Morale. Art isn't a hotel boutique freebie. It's a delicate product, costly to produce and maintain, like opera for 12 seats with a full orchestra behind the curtain. Number 4. Smile for hire and an MBA in listening. Some nights you perform music. Some nights you perform therapy in heavy silk. The client unloads. You redirect with a look, a pause, a climate-saving joke. It's human CRM. Names, preferences, stories repeated with variation. Flattery is currency. Attachment is debt. And the fan beats any leadership workshop. You deliver conversations that move, silences that breathe, exits that save face after crooked comments. You spin topics like a DJ switching tracks without anyone noticing. You read glass levels, tone of voice, the laugh that arrives early. There's an invisible manual. Praise without selling your soul. Disagree without breaking the table. End on a high. Luxury hospitality with a hidden script. They call it charm because it's art. Your body calls it fatigue that doesn't post selfies. Final trick. Look rested in the third shift. Result. No one remembers how close the mood came to curdling. Only that the night flowed like water, because you were the plumber, the humor therapist, and the conductor of social chaos, all in the same outfit. Number 3. The kimono is heavy, on body and budget, great in photos, brutal on the bank statement, furosode sleeves that kiss the floor, okobo turning every alley into a balancing ribbon, hair sleeping on a wooden pillow so it doesn't collapse, hairpins with first and last names, Miss Needle, Mr. Jab, Dr. Tangle, white base that locks pores like industrial primer. Every piece needs care, time, money, and a specialist shop. Silk doesn't forgive improvisation. Hit the street and it becomes a laundry drama. End of month, the invoice screams urgent. The audience sees silk, light, lightness. You see premium cleaning, insurance, transport, alterations, emergency stitching. It's Formula One of delicacy, without sponsor logos. Imagine maintaining a Broadway wardrobe and paying out of pocket. If it rains, you change the plan. If it's windy, you reinforce the bun. If you're late, you cut rest. When there's extra, it's small. When there isn't, your body pays. Bottom line, the art is collective. The shortfall is personal. And there's no GoFundMe for neck pain, only ice, massage, and faith in the next paycheck. Number 2, between persona and person, where do you disappear? In the salon, you're the geiko. In Kyoto, yes. On the street, you just want bread without a tutorial, but the persona sticks like the white base. You breathe, and it's still there. Eriki swaps the collar, new phase, same question. Who am I without the stage light? When silence becomes service, your voice becomes a pause. And pauses don't make the calendar. You loosen the OBI, let your hair down, return your neck to the world. Even so, eyes hunt for the on-stage version. Pride exists. So does a blunt little emptiness. It's the Broadway aftershow, applause gone, echo stays. Identities in drawers, tea house, rehearsal, festival, rest, all true. None whole alone. A boundary delivered with ninja-level politeness is self-care, not fussiness. This isn't method acting 24/7, it's a job. A time to clock in and, please, a time to clock out. Your network helps, friends help, a shutdown ritual helps more, persona earns, person breathes. And breathing is the only trick you don't rehearse, it just happens when they let you. Number 1, respect in the speech, none on the sidewalk. In the feed, poetic reverence, hashtags with stylish kanji. On the curb, elbows, face zoom, hands on the fabric. This isn't a MoMA piece. It's a body, study, time. You train a no that sounds like an impeccable yes. You plan an elegant exit. You negotiate your perimeter with a half smile. Bodyguard of your own dignity, with a fan for a shield. Real appreciation needs a city that educates tourists, an Okia that protects artists, an economy that funds training hours, not just selfies. Museum rules apply outdoors too. You can look, you can't touch. No grabby hands, no just a second, no stepping into the frame. Signs help, guides help, collective posture helps more. If everyone learns to see without grabbing, you work without fighting. Respect is a verb, not a costume, a daily habit, quiet and loud when it has to be. Then Japanese tradition shows up whole, not apologizing to traffic, and the memory left is of art, not awkwardness. Which image stuck? The tipsy plant in the corner, the hairpin with a full name, or the cement-like base? Drop a comment and hit subscribe. We'll keep explaining modern life with humor, a fan and the bills paid, preferably.